I do harp on this probably more than I need to. Hey OGC, how you doing? Alright, so I just pulled in here to the Loves here in Aurora, Nebraska. Loves number 309. And like everywhere else today, along the route, I-76, I-80, every single place I pulled off at, it's been a madhouse. Everybody wants to get fuel at the same places. I mean, every place I've stopped has had somebody at the yellow line, somebody at the pump, somebody behind them. In every single pump, every place I pulled off. Now I wasn't going to fill here at the Loves. I was going to stop in, grab me a cup of ice, and roll out. But I think there's 7 pumps there at Aurora, Nebraska, at that Loves number 309. There was people in every single parking spot was full. There was somebody at the yellow line, somebody at the pump, somebody behind them, and several of them had somebody behind that person. It was backing up out onto the side street. Well, there was no other place for me to turn around, so I pulled in, moved all the way. I moved so I was out of the way so people could exit. There's people behind me, at least 4 trucks behind me, and of course, some stupid morons. Hey, I'll just go past everybody else waiting in line. And I'm trying to do a U-turn to get out of there. I don't need fuel, I don't need to be taking up space, I don't need to be wasting my time. But people want to give me the dirty look because they're bypassing everybody else. You know, what happened to your basic, we learned how to wait in line in kindergarten. That's one of the few things you do learn in kindergarten. How to say, you basically learn your manners. You learn a little bit of patience. You learn how to wait in line, to be neat and orderly, to have a little bit of civility and courtesy to your fellow person. These people seem to not understand that. It's frustrating. They're blocking the entrance because everybody has to be right up on somebody else's bumper. And then when I blow my horn, hey, move up a little bit so I can get out. It benefits them to do so because I'll be out of their way. They get there a little bit faster. But no, they're going to give me a look like I'm the problem. I pride myself on having manners. I wait for somebody who's walking down a narrow highway. I will stand off to the side, wait for them to pass. Manners. I will open a door for somebody. Manners. I will say, excuse me, pardon me, yes sir, no sir, thank you, please. Basic manners. I do not understand why it is so difficult for people. I moved all the way out of the way, so not only so that the people who had finished filling their trucks could actually get out of the truck stop. If you're blocking the entrance and people can't get out, you then can't move forward. Everybody's stuck. It causes more problems trying to go faster than what you need. You don't need to be first. Everybody in the back of that truck stop knows what it's like to be on a clock. We all are. We all have that government regulation right there in front of us every single second of the day. Even when we're quote off duty, we're still worrying about that clock. That's our job. But trying to go fast and fast and fast and fast and fast, I gotta be first, I gotta do this, I'm gonna get there, the hell with everybody else, doesn't work. Nobody benefits by being a rude, insufferable jerk. I understand that a lot of companies, especially van companies, assign the places they fill their trucks. They tell their drivers where they must fill. The only thing that I have at this company, at Valley Transportation, fill out a pilot flying jet. If you need to fill elsewhere, call for confirmation, or we'll reimburse you, a couple gallons, so you can get to where you need to go. It's not hard. It really, really isn't. And like me, I wanted to stop in Elm Creek. That's a 9-1. It's not on the system anymore. Or 1-9. I stopped in Big Springs, Elm Creek. I stopped, it's like, let me find a place to stop to put some fuel in, blah, blah, blah. But people seem to not want to have basic manners. I don't understand it. Now, I'm not filling up here at this Henderson fuel stop. I'm just going to give you a cup of ice. That's all I want. But look at this. Empty. Nobody's here. Oh, 1 truck, 2 truck, an empty trailer, a drop trailer, 3 trucks, 2 trucks in the pump, and then looks like a landscaping guy in his dually truck over there. It just baffles me. That's, it's like, it's the same kind of mentality that lets these people let's get over here. It's the same mentality that lets these people throw their garbage on the ground. Not even caring. No manners, no civility, no basic courtesy, and I would say a lack of respect for one's own self-worth. It's like right now, there's an open pump over there. I could go put the truck in there, but I'm not getting fuel. There's plenty of open parking spaces. It takes an extra moment, let's say 2 whole minutes, to spin around and back in, out of everybody else's way. Somebody else may want to come in here. They need to fill, and they got a hot load. Why should I think that I'm more important than they are and be in their way? Manners. It's not hard. Nobody owes me anything. So why is it that people think that they are owed something? I'm entitled because I'm a super trucker. I'm like that nonsense with the stupid COVID shutdown. Ooh, truck drivers are superheroes. No, you're not. You're the same as everybody else. And unfortunately, most people are damn near worthless. Oh Lord, I just had to vent to get that out of me. So this guy with his 2 dogs here, I pretty much guarantee he's not going to clean up after his dogs. It's that kind of attitude that I cannot stand. You know, just for the love of God, have a little self-worth. Just a little. Not a lot, just a little. Don't touch other people's stuff. Don't abuse other people's stuff. Don't think you're owed anything in life. And have basic manners with other people. Basic etiquette. Well, I just needed to vent to somebody, so at least get some kind of recognition that I'm not entirely crazy. Now, my grandfather never once told me how to act like a man. Never once. He showed me how to act like a man by doing it. Every single day without any kind of failure. You know, it really, really is, so simple to do. Now, I understand truck drivers, the truck stops can get busy. Today is one of those. It just seems more busy than typical. I've never seen every single truck stop from I-76 going eastbound. I've never seen it this full before, ever. And I understand there are going to be times where it happens. This happens to be one of those times. I'm not worried about that part. I know I have more than enough time to go where I need to go. Hell, if I wanted to, I could stay right here and go pick up my load on Monday. I'm not doing that. But see this guy up here? Like I said, he did not pick up after his dogs. He had I'm not talking about respect. I'm talking basic civility and courtesy. He didn't care about the owner of this property, this yellow building over here, right next to that little shed right there, little trailer. He had no courtesy whatsoever to even pick up his dog's feces. And this is the kind of person who's going to have an attitude about everybody else and the way they act. But he will not abide by basic civility himself. And I don't ask, I don't demand anything of anybody. I expect every single human being, I don't care how old, how infirmed, the color of your skin, where your grandfather came from, what job you do. I expect the minimum, the absolute minimum of everybody. Nothing more than that. I place nothing but the minimum requirements on everybody. 100% in totality. The only exception to that is myself. I am the only one exempt from the minimum. I put on myself to do more than the minimum every single time. I'm not perfect, but I definitely strive. All right, well, that's enough of ranting and raving on my part. So I'm going to pop in here. I'm going to grab me a cup of ice. Hopefully the ice machine is working. If not, I'll get a cold bottle of water. And then I will, I got 96 miles, basically. Well, probably less than that, 94 miles over to Gretna, to the Pilot Flying J there. I'm going to stay there for the rest of the weekend. Monday morning off to Wahoo. So, thanks for listening to me cry and complain and moan and groan. But, I vent. I don't get violent. I'd rather talk it out and get loud and boisterous with my voice to myself and, a little bit here. But when I have to get violent, it means somebody's going to get hurt. And it's going to be in defense of myself or somebody else. It's not going to be on me instigating it. It's going to be someone else, suffering the consequences of their actions. And their actions are going to be, requiring a violent response. Whatever. So until then, stay safe. Please use your manners. And God bless. We'll talk to you later.